Call the Board of Works to order, please. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Joetta, would you start us off? With allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Dean, would you please call the roll?
Member Collins?
Here.
Member Lewis? Member Young Johnson?
Here.
Member Williams?
Here.
Mayor Lunch?
Here. We are going to table the minutes till the next meeting, please. Do we have any unfinished business? If not, we'll move on to new business. Okay. So under new business, we have a pet shop permit. Is someone here from the pet shop? They'd like to come forward? Well, since no one's here, do we want to table it?
That's really up to the board. Frankly, I think that the police department is ready to report on their recommendation,
Okay,
and you guys can take action on that, I suppose.
okay. Chief Uzelak, do you want to?
Well, we did our animal control department did an investigation, obviously doing our due diligence. We've yet to have an opportunity to inspect the facility, which is part of the requirement in the ordinance, as well as we've gotten some information from other communities. We just, at this point, we cannot recommend or support the issuance of a permit.
All right, thank you, Deputy Chief. I make a motion to deny this permit based upon the initial investigation of our police department.
I second that motion.
We have a motion by Scott to deny, seconded by Joetta. Is there any discussion? Any other things come forward? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. So we have bulk item appeals? Nina said,
Diane gave me one, and it was for Apple Down.
so come forward, please.
Hi. I was told I recently purchased a house a few months ago, and when I signed up for the utilities here, and the previous owners left garbage, for bulk, in the middle of the month. And when I signed up, I asked about it, and they told me if I would get charged, I would have to appeal, because it was supposed to be on his bill.
Can you state your name and address
Oh.
so they can keep track?
My name is Michael Martinez. I live at 5660 Appledown Avenue.
So, Mr. Martinez, you're stating that the articles you got charged for were the previous owners? Is that what you're saying?
Prior to signing up for the utilities, they told me that if I would get charged for his bulk pickup, I would have to file the appeal. I guess he was supposed to be charged for it rather than me.
Randy?
Well, I was trying to research on my email. I was not aware this was on the agenda today, so I'm unprepared to even address this.
Yeah, I don't know. Here to the board, and I'm as surprised as Randy. Sometimes it ends up in my lap, and he's as surprised as me, so I guess we should probably get together on that.
Okay.
I'll make a motion, since there's not enough information here, and Superintendent Reeder needs some time to review, in all fairness to Mr. Martinez. I make a motion to table this, and that he not be charged any interest or additional fees until our next meeting, so Randy will have time to review.
Did you take pictures, Mr. Martinez, and document all that?
Unfortunately, no. I didn't take pictures, no.
We have a motion by Scott to table.
I second that motion.
A motion by Scott, seconded by Joetta to table. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Mr. Martinez, this board meets again in 2 weeks, and we will have an answer for you.
Okay, thank you so much.
We have the claims. Did everybody get a chance to look at them? I did have some questions, Nina. I see that Retrievex is still on there. Have we made any headway in figuring out what we're going to do with that?
No. No, I did actually create its own operational and keep track.
I noticed in regard to RetrieveX, Nina, there was a difference in what we were charged per month, and it used to be the same amount.
Yeah, it went up. It went up.
Why were some of those months different?
We get an invoice from them every month. They change the different storage amounts. They changed their rate for 2022. We've talked about this.
I guess what sparked my was, which is okay, I mean, some of them were extremely lower than what we've ever seen. And I guess if they're storing the same amount of material, I'm not sure, but obviously you're only going to pay what you're invoiced.
Oh, no, they're not easy to deal with. And some of it's because we fought certain invoices because we disputed it, so.
Thank you.
I'm not sure where we go with this. I mean, we've been dealing with this ever since we came on board as administration. I just feel like we need to figure something out here, whether we go there. I mean, we've talked about it at length, but we haven't done anything, so.
And I know the building department does use the material that's stored digitally. I can't speak to what's stored there physically, but I know they do go back and use that data, so.
So just to kind of. So, yeah, this has got two parts, as we all know, and we've talked about this a bit ad nauseum, as the mayor's indicated. So there's a section that's hard storage, paper documents. Some of those things we have to keep forever, some we have to keep for almost forever. And then there's a fairly large section that is the data storage, sort of virtual kind of thing. And the physical storage stuff is off-site. They've moved out of the city, and frankly, last time I talked to them, it was somewhere in Illinois. With respect to the data storage stuff, I have asked some time ago Proven IT to take a look at that and let us know if that's something that they could handle under the contract we have with them. And at this point, I have not heard back, but.
And I think it could all get transferred into probably the city's Laserfish, which is, document management software, but who's gonna be tasked to manage the project, I guess is what it comes to. It's not me, it's not my data, so what am I supposed to do?
Well, I think we're kind of at loggerheads on it, so Dan, we'll get together and chat about it some more.
Yeah, that sounds good. And Mayor, I think maybe you and I can have a conversation again with Proven IT. I know you and I had a conversation with Retrievex, but maybe it's time that you and I had a harder conversation with Proven IT to see where they're at with that.
Okay, we'll try to get that done before the next meeting. So I will need a motion to approve the claims.
I make a motion to approve the claims for $255,355.83.
I second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the claims. Are there any other questions? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed, motion carries. We have major illness claims.
Yes, Madam Mayor, so just a few. So we've got 3 COVID leave requests and 13 major illness requests that I've reviewed and signed off on. So I would ask that the board approve the 3 COVID leave requests and the 13 major illness.
I make a motion to approve the 3 COVID leave requests and 13 MI requests.
I second.
We have a motion and a second to approve major illness claims. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Mayor, there was the special event, yes.
Anyone here from the Portage High School Student Council? Okay.
Yeah, I had a meeting the other day with the schools, and our SROs were there, and I told them I'd speak on their behalf, just so they didn't have to leave the school. So what they're trying to do is request a parade route for the homecoming parade on Tuesday, September 27th. Probably about 45 minutes or less would be what they're looking to actually have the roads shut down. So they're going to go from the southwest lot of the high school onto Airport, up Airport to Luton, just back into the school. So we used to shut down all of Central, or a majority of Central, for this. For whatever reason, they've chosen to scale it down a little bit. So we're fine with it. We'll assist them in any way that we can. Plus, they've got, 5 SROs assigned to the schools now between us and the county, so they can be out there. So we're on board with it. Obviously, it'll be a little bit of a traffic issue there for a short amount of time, but there are some alternative routes, and like to be able to let the school have a homecoming parade. So as a police department, we're in favor of it, so.
I make a motion to approve the homecoming parade and approve the route that they presented for their event this year.
I second that motion.
We have a motion and a second to approve the homecoming parade and pep rally. Are there any other questions? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Thank you, Chief. Is there any other business to come before this board? Hi, Amy.
Hi, I submitted to Diane about the Harvest Festival.
Yesterday, but we
Okay.
actually already approved this, I thought. Did you?
Yes, that's not, I just need approval of the road being closed, and so that I have to get approved. So I need to close Adam Harding Way from the alley right there at the fire station all the way to, what is that? Is that Main Street? Right there. Block off those two, and then block off right here the alley for the police department, just for vendors and then for pony rides. Yeah, the date and everything's been approved for the festival itself. It's just for that road for safety of the, kids, for the horses, and then for more vendors.
Sounds like a reasonable request. So I make a motion to close off the roads that have been requested by the Park Department for the Harvest Fest.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. Chief, are you all good with that? We're good with that. Okay. There are no questions. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amy.
Good luck. Yes. Hope you have good weather. Yes.
Is there any other business to come before this board? Randy?
Yeah, I don't know if there was a legality in the city auction, but I think the Board of Works has to make a decision about selling off. Am I correct on that? I just want to make sure that's it. So our city auction is this Saturday at 10 a.m. at the street department. So my recommendation to the board, what equipment that has been entered in to be auctioned off, that you give permission to auction that off. So just want to make that.
Yeah, I
sure.
agree. Yes, and Diane usually typically puts it on the agenda.
Simple motion approving the transfer of properties and sale of properties at the auction.
And I think it's always about the second Saturday of September, it typically seems.
Okay, I make a motion to approve the sale and transfer of properties that are going to take place at the citywide auction this Saturday. That's what, September 17th? Thank you, Stephanie.
I second.
We have motion and a second. Is there any further discussion?
They
what
did make some
happens to
posters
that?
too. It gets, whatever fund, if we're able to determine what fund the equipment, or what usually is equipment, was originally purchased from, it gets received back into that fund.
Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you.
Is there any other business to come before this board? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries. Have a great day, everybody. Stay dry.